Hey everybody, we are doing a little bit of composite figures. So we are going to use a little bit of Pythagorean. We're going to do all sorts of things here. Actually, we're going to be doing, just trying to figure out some solids and volume and what do we got going on. So we have a food stand. We have a paper cone that is filled with slush made by a frozen juice, and the slush forms a hemisphere at the top of the cone. As shown, we're asked to find out the volume of the cone in the slush. So I've got the two formulas. We've got a volume of the cone for that side, and we have over here a hemisphere volume formula, and we're going to add those two together so we can get the total volume between this. And we only have two measurements here. One is the diameter, which is 8 centimeters up here on the top, and our vertical height of the cone, which is 10.8. So up here you can see I already wrote down what my radius is. The radius is half of the diameter, which is 4. And that's what we need in order to fill in both of these two formulas. So I'm going to start off with the cone. We're going to take that radius, which we just said was 4. We're going to square that. Then we're going to multiply it times our height. Now we are going to do the approximate for this. We're not going to get too crazy because we are going to be combining formulas. So I'm just going to go with just the approximates for these. So we have that right there. And so we're going to go ahead and solve it. So 4 squared is 16. And I always do the radius first because you have to do order of operations with these. So it's really important that you follow order of operations and you don't make a mistake with that. So since we're just doing the approximate on these, we're going to do 16 times the height, which is 10.8, then times the pi button. And then I'm going to hit equals, just get the right answer here. So it's that whole number, and then we're going to divide that by 3 to get that cone's volume. It is 108.95. The 9 would then round up because of the 5. So we're going to round this number up to a whole number this time because of the 9. It's 181. So that is my cone's volume. And that's an approximate answer. So 181, and this is centimeters cubed. Now we're going to add whatever we can come up with for our hemisphere. Hemisphere's radius, obviously it's the same radius, so we're going to do that first. The radius is 4, so 4 to the 3rd power, and then we're going to times that by 2, then times that by pi, and then we're going to divide that by 3 as well. 4 to the 3rd power is 64. 64 times 2 times pi divided by 3 is going to give me my volume. And that's also going to be an approximate answer. So we're going to do 64 times 2 times pi. Get that answer. That's equals. And then we're going to divide it by 3. We get 134. Then the 0 is not going to do anything, so it's just going to be about 134. And again, this is in centimeters cubed. So we have these two numbers. So what we're going to simply do is take the two of them. We're going to add those two numbers together and get our total volume. When we add that together, we get 181 plus 134 for a grand total of 315. So our total volume for this is 315 centimeters cubed. And that, my friends, is how we do it. If you want more questions like these, find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1 Algebra. These are all located in the volume playlist. And don't forget, save this for later, share it, like it, follow me for more, and I will see you soon.